Your case is closed. Yes, my beloved child, give me your next 10 minutes, for I will reveal the details of what case I am talking about and why you need to know this. My beloved, your case was not registered in the earthly courtrooms, where decisions are swayed by power, influence, or fleeting emotions. No, your case was registered in the courts of heaven, where truth is unshakable, justice flows like a mighty river, and love covers all. I am the judge who sees not only the evidence laid bare, but also the intentions of the heart. I will tell you which case I am talking about, and as I do, let your heart rest in the knowledge that my verdict is final. This is the case that has lingered in your mind for far too long. It is the accusation that echoed in your soul, the whispers of guilt, shame, and condemnation that told you that you were not enough, that you failed, that you missed your chance. It's the pain of betrayal, the wounds inflicted by those who turned against you when you trusted them most. It's the weight of injustice, where others blamed you for things you did not do or overlooked your cries for help when you needed them most. This is the case of your unspoken struggles, the unseen tears you've shed, and the silent battles you've fought. Do you remember the day you cried out to me asking why this happened to you? You said, Lord, why do they treat me this way? Why do they speak lies about me, twist my words, and turn my kindness into a weapon against me? You felt abandoned, even by those you thought would stand by your side. You questioned your worth, thinking maybe if I had been better, stronger, or more deserving, this wouldn't have happened. I saw it all. I heard the words they spoke behind closed doors. I watched the plans they made, thinking they could destroy you. I saw the moments you stumbled, not because you were weak, but because the weight of the burden was too much for one soul to carry. And I registered your case in heaven, not because I needed to be reminded of your pain, but because I wanted you to know that your cries do not fall on deaf ears. My beloved, the case I speak of is the one that has tormented you with its unanswered questions and unresolved conflicts. It is the case of the broken relationships, where you gave everything and received nothing in return. It's the case of the opportunities stolen from you by those who envied what I placed within you. It's the case of the moments when you were judged unfairly, criticized for things you didn't do, and left to pick up the pieces of a shattered reputation. Let Maine tell you what happened in my courtroom. The moment your case was registered, I summoned the accuser, the one who has worked tirelessly to make you feel unworthy, unloved, and unforgiven. He came with his long list of accusations, pointing to your mistakes, your failures, and your weaknesses. He called witnesses voices from your past, memories of your lowest moments, and the lies others told about you. But then I called my witnesses. I called Grace, who testified that my love for you is unchanging and unconditional. I called Mercy, who declared that your sins are forgiven and your debt is paid in full. I called Truth, who revealed the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. The accuser's voice grew weaker as the truth of my word thundered through the courtroom. And when it was time for the final verdict, I stood, and I spoke these words, not guilty. This child is mine, redeemed by the blood of my Son. No weapon formed against them will prosper, and every tongue that rises against them in judgment will be condemned. Their case is closed. Do you understand what this means, my child? It means that you no longer have to carry the burden of proving your worth. It means that you no longer have to defend yourself against the lies of others. It means that you no longer have to live in the shadow of your past mistakes or the pain of your past wounds. The case is closed, and my verdict is final. But I know what you're thinking. You're wondering, Lord, if the case is closed, why does it still feel like I'm fighting a battle, my beloved? The enemy knows he has lost, but he is relentless. He will try to convince you that the verdict doesn't matter, that you're still bound by the chains of your past. He will try to reopen the case in your mind, replaying the hurtful words, the betrayals, and the disappointments. But hear me clearly, the enemy has no authority to overturn my decision. I want you to let go of the need for closure from those who hurt you. They may never apologize. They may never admit their wrongdoing. But you don't need their acknowledgement to be free. I have already set you free. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Release the bitterness and let me heal the wounds. And to those who have suffered silently, thinking no one saw what you endured, know this: I saw it all. I saw the nights you cried yourself to sleep. I saw the times you chose to love even when it wasn't reciprocated. I saw the sacrifices you made, the dreams you put on hold, and the battles you fought without anyone's support. I am proud of you. You may feel like the pain and the injustice have delayed your destiny, but I am telling you now, nothing can stop my plans for you. What the enemy meant for evil, I will use for good. The very things that tried to break you will become the foundation of your testimony. You will rise from this stronger, wiser, and more anointed than ever before. My beloved, as I have told you, your case is closed, and the verdict has been delivered in your favor. Yet I know there is still a restlessness in your heart. You wonder about the next steps, the uncertainties ahead, and the moments where my plans seem hidden from your view. You whisper in the quiet of your soul, Lord, what now? What do I do while I wait? Listen closely, my child, for I am speaking directly to your spirit now. Trust in my plans even when you cannot see them. Trust not because you understand every detail, but because you know my character. I am faithful. I am good. I am working all things together for your good, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when the road ahead seems clouded by confusion and delay. Do you remember the times in your life when you felt completely lost? When you thought the storm would consume you? Look back now and see how I carried you through. The doors I opened, the people I sent, the strength I gave you to endure, all of it was part of my plan. Even the pain you endured was not wasted. It shaped you, refined you, and prepared you for the blessings that are coming. You ask me, why can't I see it now, Lord? Why do you hide the path from me, my child? It is not that I am hiding it from you, it is that I am protecting you. There are things ahead that you are not yet ready for. Blessings so great they require you to be strengthened first. If I revealed everything to you now, you might run ahead of me and miss the beauty of what I am building. Think of a tapestry woven thread by thread. Up close, it looks chaotic, tangled, without meaning. But when you step back, you see the masterpiece I am creating. That is your life, my beloved. Right now you see only the threads, the confusion, the waiting, the struggles, but one day you will step back and see the full picture. You will say, "Now I understand why it had to happen this way." But for now, trust me. Trust that I am weaving something beautiful, even in the silence, even in the waiting. Trust that my timing is perfect, even when it feels delayed. My beloved, I am not slow in keeping my promises. What seems like a delay to you is preparation. Remember Joseph, my servant. I gave him dreams of greatness, but before those dreams came to pass, he endured betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment. Did it mean I had abandoned him? No, my child. I was with him in every pit, in every trial, and in every moment of despair. I was shaping him into the leader he was destined to become. And when the time was right, I raised him up, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. So it is with you. The dreams I have placed in your heart are not forgotten. The promises I have spoken over your life will come to pass. But you must trust my process. Do not despise the waiting, for it is in the waiting that I am working. I see the doubt creeping into your heart. You wonder, what if I've missed it? What if I've taken a wrong turn, my beloved? You cannot miss what I have ordained for you. Even your detours and mistakes are part of my plan. Do you not see? I am the God who makes beauty from ashes, who turns mourning into dancing, who brings streams of living water into the desert. Nothing is wasted in my hands. I want you to release the need to control every detail. You are holding on so tightly, trying to figure everything out, trying to make sense of things that only I can explain. Let go, my child. Place it in my hands. Trust me, for I see the end from the beginning. I know where this road leads, and I am guiding you every step of the way. But when you cannot see my hand, trust my heart. Trust that my love for you is unshakable, unbreakable, and eternal. Trust that I am for you, not against you. Trust that I am working behind the scenes, moving mountains you cannot see, and opening doors you do not yet know exist. Do you remember the story of my servant Job? He lost everything, his wealth, his family, his health. He sat in the ashes, questioning, doubting, wondering why I had allowed such pain. Yet even in his despair he declared, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." And because Job trusted me, even when he couldn't see the end, I restored him. I gave him double for his trouble. My beloved, I will do the same for you. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are held in the palm of my hand, and nothing can snatch you away from me. I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Do not lean on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your paths. Even now, I am aligning things in your favor. The connections you need, the resources you require, the strength you will draw from all of it is being arranged according to my perfect will. But you must trust me. Trust Maine when the answer is delayed. Trust Maine when the door closes. Trust Maine when the road takes an unexpected turn. There is purpose in every season of your life, even the ones that feel barren and dry. The seed must be buried in the soil before it can sprout. The tree must weather the storm before it can bear fruit. So it is with you, my child. The season you are in now is not the end of your story, it is the preparation for the glory that is to come. When you feel weary, come to me and I will give you rest. When you feel anxious, cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. When you feel like giving up, remember that I am with you always, even to the end of the age. One day, my beloved, you will look back on this season and see how I carried you. You will see how every closed door, every delay, every disappointment was part of my plan to bring you to a place of greater blessing. You will say, now I see, now I understand. He was with me all along. But for now, trust me. Trust Maine with your dreams, your fears, your pain, and your questions. Trust Maine when it doesn't make sense. Trust Maine when the path is unclear. Trust me, for I am the author of your story, and I am writing a masterpiece. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Hold on, my child. Hold on to my promises, my faithfulness, and my love. You are closer than you think to the breakthrough you have been praying for. And when the time comes, when the doors open and the blessings flow, you will stand in awe of what I have done. You will say, "This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in my eyes." So trust me, my beloved. Trust me, even when you cannot see. Trust me, for I am the God who makes all things new. Trust me, for in the end everything will make sense. Now, my beloved, I will leave you with a prayer that you must pray, for this prayer will help you to trust in my plans. Say this prayer. Heavenly Father, I come before you today, not with all the answers, but with a heart that seeks your guidance. You are the creator of the universe, the one who holds the world in your hands, and the one who knows the beginning from the end. I trust in your sovereignty, your wisdom, and your perfect timing. Even though I cannot see the full picture, I know that you are at work in ways I cannot yet comprehend. Lord, I confess that there are moments when I feel overwhelmed, unsure, and uncertain. There are times when I look at my situation and all I can see is confusion and delay. I ask for your peace to fill my heart, especially in these times when I do not understand what you are doing. Lord, help me remember that your plans are higher than my own, and your ways are far greater.